Last night, I was thinking about some things that I wish, as a private teacher, my private students knew or understood. And even though I have told them this, seems like it doesn't stick. I've told them these things. I think I've told them these things. But it doesn't seem to stick. Maybe if I put it in a YouTube video. Number 1. Please come on time. I have a lot of students. I freelance. My schedule is crazy. So if I'm setting aside time for you as a student, it's because I really want to work with you. A lot of times I will sacrifice my downtime, my boyfriend's downtime, time with family and friends in order to see you and to work with you and to continue our musical journey together. Number 2. If you haven't practiced, just be honest. It is totally okay if you haven't practiced. Sometimes things happen. School can be super demanding. Work can be super demanding. Life can be super demanding. It's not always easy to find time to practice. I get it. I understand. But if you're honest with me and say, hey, I couldn't find time to practice, then we can address that. Not being able to find time to practice, for me, I view that as another issue in clarinet playing, just like if we're having difficulty with our air or playing high notes or embouchure issues or articulation issues. Not finding time to practice is just another one. How to schedule, how to manage our time so that we're able to make time in our busy lives for music is important. And it's something that doesn't get addressed often. So if you tell me, hey, things got crazy, I couldn't handle it this week, then we can talk about how to schedule time into your day for practicing. Number 3, be honest about your practicing. This is another thing, because it doesn't help me help you if you're not honest with me. If you tell me, I practice for like 4 hours a day, 4 hours every day, and I still can't get it, and I'm still not remembering things, well, for me, that says, okay, so the way that we're spending our time when we're practicing is not effective. If you actually only did like 20 minutes, maybe every other day, how I would approach what we're working on and what you need help with is different. Number 4. Number 5? Number 4. I am not a miracle worker. No private teacher is a miracle worker. No music teacher is a miracle worker. No teacher, period, is a miracle worker. We, as teachers, and I think this applies to most things, but particularly in music, I see you for 1 hour a week. And yeah, it's great time and it's one-on-one and super personalized, but it's still only 1 hour. So 99% of what you're going to be able to accomplish on your instrument is what you put into it when you're not with me. I merely provide a roadmap. I say, this is the direction to go. These are the tools that you're gonna need. Good luck on the Oregon Trail. And then you come back after a week, and the progress that you've made, how far you've been able to go, is solely dependent on what you put into it. Last but not least, if I am busting your chops, it is because I care and I am invested. Sometimes it feels frustrating. The teacher, unless they're just being a jerk, is invested in you. They see potential in you. They see potential in your playing, and they are pushing you to be better. That being said, if a teacher is being a jerk, if you're feeling like crap about yourself, sometimes it just doesn't work out. And that is the beauty of private lessons. you can find someone else. Also, please, when we are talking, when we are imparting wisdom, sometimes it might get a little wordy. Sometimes you just want to play. But please listen. When students play over our talking, it makes it super hard for me to communicate and to teach. You're coming to me for advice, you're coming to me for guidance, I'm trying to give it to you. And I'm being drowned out. If you're playing, I don't feel like you're listening. Also, whatever your teacher suggests, it may seem crazy, it may seem super weird. As long as it's not inappropriate, I would give it a shot. Take the advice with a grain of salt and give it an honest try. If they're giving you advice for a new way to approach articulation, or your embouchure, or breathing, or practice habits, maybe they're giving you a new technique to try in your practicing to solidify some tricky passages, and it might seem strange or counterintuitive, give it a good go. Try it for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, see how it works out for you. And if it doesn't work out, you can always go back to the way that you were doing things. But it's worthwhile to take your teacher's advice and really give it an honest try. You might be pleasantly surprised. I think that's it. I hope this was helpful. Subscribe to my channel. I've got this awesome series that I'm working on called Yeah, I'll Play That. So I am accepting submissions of sheet music. It can be for any instrument as long as it's a treble instrument. And my plan is to field these submissions and learn and post recordings of as many of them as possible throughout 2020. So with the world being as chaotic as it is these days, my plan is to fill it with music, at least my small little corner of the world. Yeah, thanks for listening, and